And that meeting changed the course of both of their lives. Natalie Fuller was our very first 100 Club National Marketing Director. We're very proud of her. She's the creator of How to Plate Up, which is her gift to all of us. She's an IIN food coach, and she's a passionate, servant-hearted leader. So I'm going to hand over to Nat now, because she's going to tell us something about programs, which is her absolute passion. Thank you, Nat.
Okay. Exciting. Hey, I just wanted to say thanks to Kim and Caitlin for that presentation. Who found that? Okay. Oh, I just got a bit calmer now. That's a lot clearer. Yeah, I think it was wonderful, and you know, we shouldn't be scared at all. I think it is wonderful. So we're going to be talking about programs today, and this is why these particular programs have been such a big draw card for people's health. So who has done a Kickstart 10? Okay, and who has used the How to Plate Up? Okay, and now we're putting the two together, and has everyone seen the partner page that's Kickstart 10 How to Plate Up? And it's amazing. And if you haven't watched the video with Fee Taylor and Kim Robb, please watch it. It's really good. It shows you how to incorporate both together, and it's something you can share and tag in all your teams to as well. So just because of compliance reasons, we aren't allowed to talk about products and programs together. So please no videoing at all today. It's okay for our Zoomers, but we don't want any live feeds of this right now, okay? Because this is a training session only. For those of you who have never met me before, yeah, I'm very lucky. I've been in this business for 10 years and I started taking the product 11 years ago. And just like you, I was sitting in an audience like this, and I was thinking, is this for me? And something clicked one day when I saw Lauren Lahab speaking, and she said, this is bigger than me. And it just hit me really hard that it wasn't about me, it was about what I could do for humanity. And so How to Plate Up was created for my team and then gifted to the Juice Plus company about 4 or 5 years ago. But no one knew it was on the virtual office. So no one really used it, and the graphics on it were pretty daggy. And I wasn't a social media guru, and I've never built my business on social media. And I'm creative, but I'm not completely artistic. And so what we did about a year ago, we decided to give How to Plate Up everything it's got and brand it with our colours and brand it with all our language and really have some visuals around how the products can align with the program and the program can align with the products. And so that resource is completely compliant. I've checked with Celine and you're able to use that, but always lead with the program, right? So today we're going to show you and share with you how these guys have done it. They've worked on Kickstart 10 and led with that as a business, and they've worked with Kickstart 10 and How to Plate Up incorporated, and they all do it slightly differently, but it's still very effective. All three of them are doing a ripping job. And so I want to introduce you to Tammy Watts, Justin Ball, and Tamara Brown. 3 amazing individuals who kill it with these programs. So, first of all, we're going to start with Tammy. I know they're a bit nervous. Oh, I'm actually really nervous. I think it's because it's something really special to us, these programs. So, Tammy, she's been 7 years in this business. She's an SC. She's a mama to a beautiful 1-year-old boy who's taken precedence over the last year. She's transitioned back into the Juice Plus business after having a baby and embraced the Kickstart 10 for herself. Then she shared her vulnerable journey on social media and gained a lot of attention. Tam, can you share how have you been successful and what's changed for you to take you into action?
Okay, so a while ago when I was in the Juice Plus business, we always talk about having a vision and kind of how important it is to know your why. Not until I had my son was my why and my vision really big. I'm not saying go out there and have a baby if you don't have one yet, but it really gave me my reason. And I started the Kickstart for me. So I went to my upline, who is a good friend. I disappeared for a bit and then came back. So just so happened to be the Kickstart was launching and it was becoming something that was big. And for me, that was exciting because I was doing it for me. I was really honest and always have been on social media. I find that a lot of people really enjoy my honesty and my authenticity when I put up posts. I'm having a rough time, but I'm also positive at the same time. So I think when I started the Kickstart, doing it for me, that's just how I promoted it. I said I was a new mum and I needed to bring back the love for myself because I was just giving it all to a tiny little baby. And that's what the Kickstart program did for me. And I shared that. I shared it in stories, I shared it in posts. And then as I gained the interaction with friends that were just watching, or I had people engage in polls that I would put up, I started contacting them. And because I was seeing the results in myself that this program can give you with the whole basis of what it's about, I was excited. When someone asked what this program was about, and like, how are you doing that? You feel amazing. I was excited to tell them what it was. I was like, guys, you've got to get on this. So, and that excitement came across when I was speaking to people. I have had amazing transformation in myself. It's something though that it wasn't just that adding the food in, it was actually the love that I needed to bring back to me, the self-care, the confidence. Any mums out there know we go through a huge change, and the community. So being a part of the Kickstart program actually brought me back into this group where everyone was sharing their recipes and everything that they were doing during the day. And someone said, I had trouble having coffee, and I'm like, coffee is life. So I wasn't feeling bad for needing coffee. And then the Kickstart every month reminded me for 10 days to look after me. Like sometimes I can get a bit lost and I forget about the healthy, clean eating, looking after myself, but every 10 days, every month, this program reminds me, and then it actually puts me in a better state to continue that and follow that through. I'd rather have my complete shakes than a coffee some days. Some days I just need the coffee. And I've just learned that that's absolutely okay. And so sharing this Kickstart program really for me was being honest to people about how it's helped me and myself. And then sharing it with excitement. Like, you've got to be excited for this. People can, I guess they don't hear it in text messages or on social media posts, but they can see it, they can feel it with your intent when you put up a post. So I was sharing, very excited about it. And really the three main points is I became a product of the product. I've been on it since I began, and I became a product of the program. I did the program, I was strict, I stayed on task with it, and then I became a product of the results. So I became a product of it all, and that's what you've got to do to really share it confidently and have people ask those questions, which then create sharing it, and that's what we want to do.
Thanks, yeah, it's amazing to watch her journey, and you know, that's what I love about this the most, is that she's been 7 years in the business and she had a baby and her reason just got bigger. It's really gorgeous. The Kickstart 10 was our signature program, and it has been for a very long time. And there's someone in the room today, Christine Drummond. I want to thank you and Fee, because you were the ones that originally donated your material to the company, and the reason why we donated how to play it up to the company was because you led from the front in the first place. So I just want to say thank you to you. contribution is probably the biggest reason why most of us are here. If you really ask yourself, why am I here? And I want to contribute at a great level. So helping one person along onto this program is something that's really amazing. Now, Justin's been incredible at this. For 18 months solid, he has done a Kickstart 10 how to plate up group with his gym, and he's been 4 years in the business. He's an SC. He's one of my best friends in the business. If you don't know Justin, he's probably got the biggest heart in the whole world. He just is always a gentleman. He's a husband, he's a father of 2 amazing kids, and he owns a very successful gym here in Perth. And he gifts this program to his clients and beyond. So Justin, I just want to get you to share how you use the Kickstart 10 and the How to Plate Up together.
Cool, thanks, Sam. I'm not going to sit down. I hate sitting down to talk, and I know I can't walk past there, all the balloons. So, token male in the room, there's a couple of others, good to see you. So, 4 years ago when I got introduced to this community, I was looking at transitioning from a traditional gym-going synthetic lifestyle, okay? Most people that, if you train in a traditional style gym or in that environment, you know what I'm talking about. And it wasn't serving me, and I was just like, I need to stop. So I made the decision to stop, and then there was this gap. Bridge the gap. So someone introduced me to Nat, and 4 years ago, our relationship started. Relationship, love her to death. And she taught me how to plate up. So 4 years ago, we didn't have Kickstart, we had How to Plate Up. That's what changed my life forever, was How to Plate Up. But then as a business owner, I was like, more people need to know about this, more people in the fitness industry need to know about this. How can I get this to my clients and to the greater world? And then Kickstart came along, and I was like, And I want to relate it to business, because everyone's in here because you want to build a business, yeah? Everyone wants a successful business, right? So a business, why do we want a business? Most of us are going to say freedom. We want freedom. Coin a phrase from a few of the legends out there. Freedom is built on structure and discipline. Kickstart 10 gave me a structure or a system that I could follow every single month to build a business. I struggled with DMO. If I was to walk out, I was like, what am I doing today? I don't know. Kickstart 10 gave me that structure, that system to follow. It was almost like a lead generator, and I know Tam's going to talk more about that. So what I started to do was lead with Kickstart. And then people would go through Kickstart, and then if I did it right, which I'll talk about in a second, they'll be like, I want more. And the key, my tip for you guys is the key to Kickstart, and every single leader in this room has talked about it, is Kickstart is not about you. It is about the people that you take on this journey for that 10 days, okay? So we are in the relationship, community, culture business, okay? You can make it transactional. Here's a box of 30 complete. Here's a program. See you later. But if you want to truly build a legacy long-term business, it's about the relationship. So when I do Kickstart, it starts way before, and Bronwyn will testify to this. I'm the Thursday guy, okay? It starts the Thursday before Kickstart, there's a Thursday during Kickstart, and there's the Thursday at the end. All right, if you want to know more about that, you can hit me up later. But you've got to put in the work. For 2 weeks, you've got to love on those people that you take through this program and make it all about them. It's not just posting in a group, it's connecting with them individually, because everyone will be on their own journey. You can't just say that they're all in this journey together. So you connect with them individually. Find out why they're doing it. And remember, we don't sell a product, we actually sell a lifestyle and a community. The product is just the vehicle, okay? And that's what people will buy into. So from a business point of view, sell them, take them on the journey, but at the end of the journey, remember, you want more. You want more than just a 30 complete, yeah? You want more and more. So at the end of it, this one's for you, Hill. Ask for a referral. Ask for a testimonial. Did you enjoy the program? What did you get out of it? And then they go, oh, it was so amazing. I've got so much more energy. I've got this, I've got that, whatever it may be. And then the most powerful question you can ask for your business is, who else do you know that would love to feel like this? And then they'll go, you know what, I know a few people. And then you can also, if you get really smart and you can work it out and they're open to it, is, well, if you know all these people, why don't we talk about you creating a little business? How you can get your product for free, how you can do this, how you can do that, whatever it may be. And all of a sudden you've taken a customer into a team. So Kickstart is an amazing program that can help you build your business and help you introduce people to this amazing community, create culture, create relationships. There's the business skill.
And just lastly, you obviously use the How to Plate Up as a food methodology to follow on from that.
100%. So, like I said, How to Plate Up was all that we had 4 years ago. Now, How to Plate Up is an opportunity when people say, I want to know more. Okay, great. Here is a follow-up program that we can look at introducing you to. And that's when we start to talk more about the capsules, etc., etc. So definitely, it's the best system to create a long-term relationship business.
Yeah, and watching Justin from the side, what happens is a lot of people that have done Kickstart 10 and How to Plate Up programs with him are re-entering and re-entering and re-entering to reset, and we're watching transformations everywhere, and now they're sharing it with others. And, you know, it's 18 months and now it's starting to explode. So he's never given up, and I actually commend you for that, Justin, because sometimes, you know, something needs to click, right? So it has, which is great.
Before that goes on, my last comment, guys, is yes, I own a gym, but the majority of my customers are not my gym clients. So just, yeah, be aware of that. That's something to remember.
So lastly, we have Tamara Brown, and for those of you who don't know her, she is one of Perth's best food and wellness speakers. If you haven't been to one of her events, she is incredible. She started this business 7 years ago, but decided to be a food and wellness speaker, and Juice Plus kind of sat on the table for 6 years. But we didn't talk about it, did we? No. And, you know, she stepped into her greatness about a year ago. She had a little word in her ear and something just popped. And from that, she went from senior partner to SSC and heading very closely to Q in under a year. So she's done an amazing job. So, Tamara, I know that you kind of just got it. It just landed. How do you go about using the Kickstart 10 and How to Plate Up to drive that business so fast? And then how do you go about gaining the customers?
Thanks, Nat. I'm also going to stand up. I can't sit switching down. Well, like Nat said, I would have sat in an event like this 7 years ago and gone, oh, these guys can do it. Like, they're professionals. They know what they're doing. I don't know what to do. And I know when this opportunity, I suppose, landed in my lap, Kim shared it with me. And I started on the products, I felt a lot better, and I knew nothing about nutrition. I just knew that I felt better. And so when I joined the business, I was excited, but I had no idea how to share it with people. And so that's why I benched it, like Nat said. I sort of tried, went, yeah, I feel really uncomfortable selling this product that I don't really know anything about, and I sidelined it, and I did my own thing for 6 years. Nat phoned me up maybe a year and a half ago. Didn't even know she knew who I was. She's like, hello, this is Natalie Baldock. Natalie Baldock's calling me. And she just talked to me about, why aren't you using Juice Plus as part of your food coaching business? And I don't even know what she said or how she said it, but what she said really resonated with me. And I thought, well, why aren't I? It is an incredible product, and it is what set me on this journey. So I came to the conference, mulled it over for a little bit, and then for me, if you look at my page or my personal posts, you won't find Juice Plus in any of them. But I get a lot of customers now, so I really want to talk to you about how you can actually get customers, what the actual application is, and it's the programs. If you splash all over your page and you just had a compliance talk, you don't want to do that. When I see people do that, I run away. It's cringeworthy. But if you post about programs, the way I do it, like Justin said, we have Kickstart and we have How to Play It Up. If you offer people a choice, they're likely going to pick one of them. So, December last year was the first time I ever did any kind of a post about, it was called Shred 10 back then, not Kickstart. And I thought, I'll just see what happens. And I got 8 customers like that to do this Shred program with me. And like Justin said, you can't, once you get a customer, this is literally the start of the sale. If you want to keep that customer, you've got to look after them. You've got to love on them. So my customers, to me, they're very, very important. And I spend time getting to know them and developing a relationship. I know my customers personally. So at the end of that month, I went, oh, that was pretty easy. My how-to on how to actually get the customers, all of mine come from social media. So I'll get a lead from social media, but I don't ever really send links, nothing like that. What I'm doing is when someone makes a comment, or I use my story a lot on Instagram, and I might put a poll. So for an example, what is an example? I share a lot of recipes. I create a lot of recipes, and I might put a post up and, would you like the recipe for this? People go, yes. All of these people, then I have an opportunity to say, hey, I'm part of some online programs that have a whole library of recipes available to you. Does this sound something that would be beneficial? And then I want to take it offline. So I know if I can speak to somebody on the phone, I'm likely to be able to get them to either join the Kickstart or How to Play It Up, because you offer them a choice. So if they just want some quick, little introduction, that's what that's what the Kickstart is. It's a quick, like 30 days, 10 days of this, and then, you want to then try and get these people to do How to Play It Up. So when people are talking about How to Play It Up, these are people that you're going to put on the capsules. These are people that you're going to look after for 16 weeks. But when people go, oh, that's too expensive, I never ever get price objections ever. Because when you attach the product to the program, all I talk about is the program. And Juice Plus, my language around it is, this is the foundation of that program. This is what that is going to give you, and all you pay for is your Juice Plus. And when you talk like that, people go, wow, you're saying so for, whatever they can afford. I always start with the core 4. And when people go, oh, that's a bit above my budget, I'm like, cool, what can you afford? $20 a week, cool, fruit and veg. We're going to start you on this foundation, and you're still going to get this library of resources. Everyone can afford it when you talk about it like that. Give them a choice, they'll pick one. And if they don't, then just still keep them in your mind, follow up with them now and then, just love on them, and eventually they'll come and join you. And I know Kim's always taught me, you need to be a product of the product. For me, when I wasn't buying Omega, when I wasn't buying berries, I couldn't sell that, I couldn't recommend that, because I hadn't felt the benefit in my body. So now when you're a product of the product, for me, I'm like, you've got to be on all 4. Like, this is just foundational nutrition. This is servicing your 3 most important systems. Like, you've got to have this in your body. So that's how I go about getting customers and then keeping them. And then these customers become my raving fans, and then that's where my team come from.
So both the programs are amazing. One's an entry level and one's a continuation program. If you treat them like that, you can have long-term customers. The last thing I want to say is that who here has lost a customer in the first 4 months? Like, they're gone. Can I share with you what we do to keep them? Is that the first 4 months is a cleanse program. The first 4 months is the way we teach you great long-standing habits, and we get your blood right. It takes 120 days for the blood to turn over. So we want to make sure that we give you the best kickstart and long-term solution for the first 120 days, so you can feel the effects. the next 120 days when you reorder your product, you're going to feel incredible health benefits. And each and every one of you will experience something different, but you'll know what health feels like. Now, is that compliance, Elaine, to say you'll feel incredible health benefits?
I'm just talking about the program at the same time, so it's not just about.
Yeah, okay, so yes, thanks for clarifying that, because that's my language and I need to change some things too. So, yeah, saying, you know, when you've got yourself into this habit and you've got that foundational formula alongside of it, long term you're going to feel better and better, and then, you know, you're going to be supported with a great community. And I think the reason why so many of us are so healthy is because we have each other. So that's how you can keep them on it long term. Make sure you pre-frame it.
Now, if you just even bring it back to, like, you know, when you're talking about that, you bring it back to the fact that the supplements, the juice plus supplement, are one part of the puzzle. If you drop that part of the puzzle out, you haven't got the whole picture still.
Yes.
So, you know, so if they're kind of looking at.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. So don't refer to the capsules being the hero. It's the combination of the two. Okay, well, thank you everyone. Thanks guys, that was amazing.
We got some great goodies there.